Hey y'all. Hey, we are back for another review. We are here for Ruthless on BT Plus Season 2, Episode 4. Let's just jump right into it. As you can tell, it's the same day. Sorry I didn't know the outcome, but I'm going to review it anyway. Okay, Episode 4. Last time we saw the gang, Andrew had walked up on Charlie having sex with the mechanic. Don't know why he'd be so butthurt because you just fake murdered your wife. Like, you already got a lot going on, but let's just go with it. All right. So the mechanic wants to chit chat after that and knocked each other off or whatever. And Tyler's like, no, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. Like, is you gonna show me my daughter, or like, I don't really want to talk about the other sentiments. Let's go. So she just did it to see her daughter, and he's drunk as hell and just rambling, and he thinks she's talking down to him because he's just a lowly mechanic, and you know, she's trash and he's gonna tell the highest, and blah 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 blah. Andrew's looking at, look through the front windshield at them. My question is, if he can see you, well, why can't you see him? It's a school bus. It's a big old front window on a school bus, and he can see you. That means you should be able to see him. So later on in the episode, why is you lying? Because he can see you. I can see you seeing me see you. That really blew my mind. Girl, what was the point? Anyway, so he's upset because she feels like he talks down to her. She talks down to him because he's a mechanic. I don't think I've had that many conversations, so I don't know how down she could have talked. But sir, okay, sure. Andrew's looking in the window. She's trying to leave. He still want to talk, and because she don't want to talk to him. She really just, they were exchanging favors. Sexual favor in exchange for me being able to see my daughter. I need you to hold up your end of the bargain. I don't want to hear nothing about you being great and wonderful and blah, blah, blah. Can you see my daughter? But now that she's not giving him the attention that he thinks he deserves, he ain't helping her do nothing and threatens to tell the highest. So she did all of that was for naught. All of that was for nothing, basically. Y'all just had sex basically because you're not gonna get to see your daughter. He's threatening to tell the highest, and Andrew has seen it. So it was a big gamble, and it didn't pay off in the end, unfortunately, Tally. Which Rue told you to just pipe down and relax, but you wanted to try to be a bad like Ruth, and it didn't pan out in your favor. All right, so she sees Andrew after she gets out the bus, and he got an attitude. He's calling all her bluffs. She said she was going to the bathroom. It's like, no, the bathrooms are that way. What would you doing on the bus? She ain't got no answer. She said going to the bathroom, chat. She just stuck with her story. And he says, if you miss me so bad, let's do it right now. She claims she on her period. But he also reminds her, but you're supposed to be pregnant, so how does that work? Andrew goes to reach down up under this lady's, please forgive my ignorance. I don't know what that outfit is called that they got on. The little coat outfit, dress situation. So he reaches up under that, and he does pull blood back when blood does come off of his hand when he reaches up under that lady's dress without her permission. And he somehow has the knowledge to know, like, what he says to her is, oh, this ain't no period blood. Andrew, how you know that's not period blood, sir? And if you know definitively that it's not period blood, you should be alarmed. For 3, if you had kept your goddamn hands from under her dress, you wouldn't have known if it was blood or not blood. Okay, good. Wonderful. All right, so reaches down, and he somehow concludes that it's not period blood. Don't know how he'd know that. And he's upset because he gave up everything for her. And at this point, it was further confirmed to me that Andrew got a little psycho killer in him. He got a little psycho killer. He got a little serial killer spirit on him. Because he was so upset. Like, I understand, like, you were there undercover, right? And you fell for Tally. How, when y'all knocked each other off a couple times, either way, you were so inundated with her, you wanted to kill your wife for real, but only fake killed her so you could come back to the thing, to the cult. But he gave up everything for her, and he's so upset. When all this is over, he's not going to have anything to go back to. Sir, you have made that established, you had established that before you even fake killed your wife. So I just want you to relax. Like, is you gonna be an undercover detective, or you gonna be 100% with the Rakadouche? Because at this point, the lines are gray, and I don't understand anymore. Just saying. All right, so she still didn't tell him the truth, and trying to be like Ruth, but she ain't had the juice. She couldn't pull it off like Ruth. So Andrew was upset and walks away. Wonderful. What did you do with that blood in your hand, sir? Because if you wiped on your pants, you nasty. Anyway, Ruth is waiting in the wings to help this fool Tally out when she gets back. She's still willing to do anything to get to her daughter. And my question is, Tally, come on, Lenny, let me talk to you. What are you gonna do when you get her? Listen, just listen to me. Your goal is to get to your daughter, to see her, be back your child, because you probably not seen her in weeks and months at this point because the Rakadouches keep the kids separate from the adults. Got it. But once, so boom, check this out. If the mechanic had arranged, like your daughter was in the bus next door, and he had already set it up for you to visit your daughter after you had sex with him, what was the next plan after you get her? Because now it was even more risk. Because somebody had arranged for you to see your daughter, and if the wrong people had saw you with your daughter, now she's killed, you're killed, you're even further separated. So again, Ruth is trying to tell you there's a greater plan, not just to see her, but to, like, okay, your plan is, I want to see my daughter. Ruth's plan is, I want to see my daughter, take her out of here immediately, start a new life with money in another country. Do you see the difference in the plans? Like, your plan is very elementary, and Ruth's like, she's first class with the plan, and she got to go. And this is all she's trying to tell you, but you got an attitude, and you just want to do things your way. Ruth has been scheming for quite some time, and she knows what she's doing. So you just need to relax and let her help you, or don't have her help you when shit go wrong. Simple as that. All right, so she's still willing to do anything to her daughter. Ruth is trying to tell her, pace yourself, just calm down, little mama. I got a plan for both of us. Ruth is still willing to include you, but you still won't chill. Anyway, so Ruth is sick of her shit, and she's trying to walk away, and then Tyler wants to apologize. Girl, why? You meant what you said. Why aren't you apologizing? Ugh. So Tyler tells Ruth that Andrew is back, and now they can't count on him to be in the plan because she's made him upset because he done seen her with the mechanic. Child. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. All right, Clark. Clark tells Daikon that they have the group surrounded out in the middle of the woods. What you want me to do next? So Daikon tells him to keep them in the woods without food or shelter for 24 hours. So Daikon is still under the impression that we're just going to teach them a lesson. We're going to bring them back. They're going to be shining examples for the rest of everybody else here. That's what I understand. All right. So we also learned they don't find anything useful at the sheriff's office. They took a bunch of pictures. That girl who was going out sleeping with the deputy didn't really pay off. I don't know where she is. She probably still checking up with him, but whatever. All right. So Clark takes a handful of men with him to handle the runaways. So which is great because everybody's gone from the gate except for maybe two younger dudes that don't know what the hell going on. They're just standing out there with guns. So now Oliver has an opportune time to get the body, get it in the trunk, get the car out the way. So his pigeon-toed ass is loading up the truck with body parts. Cool. The sound effect was very ridiculous. Like, it was very elementary. You didn't even need a sound effect. Just drop the damn parts in there. Ain't no more blood. They'd have been sitting in the wheelbarrow, so I'm sure all the blood is drained out. Why you need a blood sound effect? Tyler, put me on staff so I can help you with those little minute details. I got you back. Anyway, so he's putting the body parts in the car, and at this point, my anxiety was flaring up because I'm like, sir, if you're gonna move the body, I need some urgency. Like, he's putting, like, okay, here's a leg, here's an arm. Like, he's putting it in there one at a time. Baby, I'd have put the whole wheelbarrow in the trunk. Point blank period. Because you're taking too long, and I felt like somebody's gonna come walking up on you. Like, we in a cold, people live high behind trees. Like, I felt like it was a lot. I was anxious. I was like, bro, hurry up and put the body in the trunk and go. Ooh, his pigeon-toed self made me mad. Anyway, Andrew rolls up right after he's done. So, had it been anybody else, he'd have been caught, like I said. Andrew rolls up, picks up his weapon. Oliver's just being lazy at this point. Like, all right, you got the body. I still need you to keep that same urgency. Bruh man wants to leave the car there overnight. Andrea tells him, no, you gotta get that car out of here. First of all, the body's starting to stink. You already told him he's gone. Come on. Shit, let's get this shit wiped away. And he wants to leave it there overnight. Andrew feels like, they don't have nowhere to go. So now he's in his bag about Tally and losing his whole family or giving up his whole family and whatnot. And be it, he's so sad and down depressed that there's nowhere for him to go after all this is over. Well, sir, you can go to jail because you're an accessory. Oh, God started still. You're an accessory after the fact, sir. You are helping him hide the body. I don't know how much coverage your agency's gonna have for you, but you might go to jail for murder. The hell wrong with you? You don't got nowhere to go. You better worry about staying out of jail. Fuck the family. Stay out of jail first. Either way. He's downtrodden about it. He kind of breaks his little character amid expressing his heartbreak. And Andrew's trying to give Oliver a realistic view, but Oliver he's still sold out to the Rakadouche way. He's like, okay, what you mean all this is over? Like, I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. And Andrew's like, all right, whatever, lost cause talking to you. Tells him to wipe his prints off of everything, bury the license plate. Just tell him everything he needs to do to hide a body. Well, I get it. Again, you're giving me very serial killer because, sir, you know a lot. You know a lot about hiding a body. Okay, over at Malcolm's house. Not Malcolm's house, Andrew's house. Malcolm has somehow convinced Andrew's wife, I don't remember her name, that it's safe for her and the child to stay at the house. Mind you, dumb and dumber. Because, girl, the Rakadouches have told your husband to come in and kill you. He has almost killed you and your side piece. Decided to just fake your death. And the Rakadouches are going to have to confirm that you're dead because they told him to kill you. And you want to stay at the house? And they've already been to your house. Dakon's already been there. Girl, you couldn't, the Lord himself couldn't have convinced me to stay in that house ever again. No. But Malcolm has somehow convinced her that they can stay there. It's safe. I'm here. I'll protect you. Sir, Andrew almost blew your muffin cap off as well. What do you mean? Okay, great. Even though she's supposed to be dead, Brian, which is the undercover Lynn's husband, Brian walks in on them and asks if he slept with Lynn. And so Brian's just confronting everybody at this point. Lynn for choosing Malcolm over Andrew. He's just berating her from that. And he says that Sarah is, Sarah, that's her name. Andrew's wife's name is Sarah. She says that Sarah is going with him. She's not staying in that house because it's a setup. Basically, he feels like Malcolm is setting her up to get killed. Just the way he sent Andrew into the Rakadouche for him to get killed. And Brian says that, Malcolm is setting her up and he leaves and Sarah doesn't leave with him. Lynn asks, and then, what? My notes got me confused. Anyway, so, yeah, she want to get out of that house. Sarah asks him, is there any truth to what you're saying? It does actually make sense. Like, everything Brian said is actually clicking in her mind. Like, you know what? Actually makes sense. I'm not staying here tonight. And, Malcolm kind of gives her an assurance, like, no, I didn't set you up to get killed. Here, it was a costume. He gives her a coat and a wig to help her walk out unnoticed in the event that the Rakadouche are watching. Cool. But it's a very feeble attempt because what other 5'5" black lady should be coming out of this house, sir? For one. And for two, she can leave unnoticed, but her child is upstairs asleep. Where's the mini wig and the mini coat for the baby? Because it just still don't all work out strategically enough for me. And for y'all to be undercover agents, there's a better way to do this. I know that for myself. So, yeah, I don't know. It's not giving much effort to me. It's giving a very feeble attempt, in my opinion. All right, so the next day, the heist is taking a bath. River is by his side, just selling whatever dreams it is that River's selling today. Daikon comes in, and the heist doesn't want to talk about the runaways right now. I'm taking a bath. I don't want to hear about it. And River and Daikon are arguing over who's going to put more essential oils in the heist's bath. Yep, that's what they're arguing about. Who gonna put more flower petals in this water? Who gonna scrub his feet? Who gonna do what the hell ever in service of the heist? So River leaves and Daikon tells him about the runaways being held up in the woods. And the heist has already said what he has said. He wants them dead. Matter of fact, not only does he want them dead, he wants to see them kill him. So now they're gonna go on a little field trip to watch the runaways get killed. So River goes to Joan and he tells her, that they know that the people have left. And so River's just singing the I Told You So song, like, I knew that wasn't a good idea. We did it too soon. We shouldn't have did it. Now, they have to go take action against them. So now she's worried about the well-being of the runaways. And River says, they'll probably be tortured until they give up whoever else was in on the plan. So now the whole mission is compromised because you insisted that they go ahead with the plan. Cool. Not cool at all, because legit concern. Like, if they get tortured, it's 6 of them. Somebody's going to crack if they are interrogated. Now, I can tell you now, at the end of the episode, ain't nobody getting interrogated. Ain't going to be no jury. Just the execution. All right, so, Elder, Agatha, Martha, Bartholomew, whatever her name is, the young elder, she wakes up the bleachy girl and her bestie, and she rushes them to the kitchen. So, turns out bleach drinker didn't leave last night, which is good, because that saved your life, girl. You should be thanking that lady forever for begging you not to go. So Joan stops Elder Alberta and asks her about the runaway, and Alberta reassures her, like, it's nothing to be worried about. They never get away. They never get far. No one does. So that, kind of took some of the wind out of Joan's sails, because, yeah, y'all had this immaculate plan and nobody made it out. And what she's telling you is that, basically nobody ever gets out alive is what I got from the subtext. So, yeah. In this instance, she's correct. So, the highest then, his gang of people are on their 4-wheelers and they're headed out to the execution, whatever it's going to be. Martha asks eldest mother if she heard about the runaways from last night, and she heard about it, and now they've changed their mind about moving Tally yet again. They want her moved to Elder Alberta's, whatever, the young elder mother, to her trailer, and they really want to put somebody in Ruth's room that's gonna spy on Ruth and report back to them. Basically, is the gist of it. So they want Tally to teach the other girls how to not misbehave for fear of punishment, and they want somebody to keep an eye on Ruth to make sure she's on her best behavior as well. So they're trying to break up the dream team, but it's already pretty much broken up at this point. All right, so Andrew wakes Oliver up, and he in there sleeping real good and nice. And Andrew comes in and tells him, "Get this goddamn car off the property. Like, you put the body in the car, but the car's still here." And Andrew is also outdone at the fact that he can sleep after having chopped somebody's head off and chopping their body up. And Oliver says that it ain't the first time you done chopped the head off for the Rakadushi. So I'm like, child, you chop your heads off in prison, you chop your heads off for the Rakadushi. At this point, just be an assassin. Just be an assassin, because what else? What's gonna happen? Like, there's no, you can't put that on a resume. Like, when the Rakadushi falls apart and the cult falls apart, and if you don't drink the Kool-Aid, what you put in your resume? Anybody want to tell me? No? Okay, exactly, because I don't know either. What the hell? Chopping folks' head off. So the eldest mother goes in and wakes Ruth and Tally up. All right, yeah, sure. Whatever. Oliver's talking to Lacey and tells her that he couldn't get rid of the body last night. I don't know if he couldn't or if he didn't, but he tells him that he couldn't. And Lacey gets excited that he has the keys to a car, because now they can just go. They can get out of there. Oliver tells her that they can't go. And so Oliver thinks he's resolved all the issues because he killed the trafficker. He's killed Lilo, so he thinks we're scot-free to be together in silence in the woods like we've been doing. And Lacey has a greater plan of, no, I want to get out of here, period. You have the keys to a car. Let's freaking go. And Oliver's like, no, there's no leaving. We're not leaving here. And she wants to go before they pimp her out again. And Oliver ain't with it. So she reminds him, that they'll come looking for him. And Oliver tells her, like, no, I'm never leaving the camp. Like, this is my home. And so she, she plays like she understands. She somehow steals the keys from him and tells her, I'll see you later. Get a good night of rest. Child, Lacey's about to go. Lacey's about to haul ass, and she don't want nothing about it. Now, Lacey unknowingly also has a senator's son chopped up in the trunk. So are you gonna whip him the murder, girl? The murder? I don't know. Maybe you will. All right. We're in the woods, and we have the runaways. 6 people down on their knees, begging for their lives. And the heist is giving this wonderful speech about how they should be thankful. Just giving a whole bunch of crap I didn't bother listening to. Tells them please don't beg for their lives, and then commences to beating them with a baseball bat to death. So it's safe to say those runaways were executioned. Don't know if he'll string them up in the pavilion as a warning to the others, but that is what happened in season 2, episode 4. So I'm sure things are about to pick up because now, everybody's plans are derailed. We're going to have to, deviate and try something else, or just hunker down and just get with the program. I'm not going to hold you. I just have to just hunker down and get with the recognition program just until the fire died down. Because now the heist is hot and anybody can get it at this point. And we know he's willing to do it. So we're going to have to wait because the block is hot. So yeah, that's it for episode 4. Let me know if you got any comments, recommendations, whatever you feel like doing. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.